And after just 1 year, we have achieved more than anyone could have imagined. Starting on day one, I took immediate action to stop the invasion of our southern border. For the past 7 months, 0 illegal aliens have been allowed into our country, a feat which everyone said was absolutely impossible. Do you remember when Joe Biden said that he needed Congress to pass legislation to help close the border? He was always blaming Congress and everyone else.
If that bill were the law today, I'd shut down the border right now and fix it quickly. A bipartisan bill would be good for America and help fix our broken immigration system and allow speedy access for those who deserve to be here.
As it turned out, we didn't need legislation. We just needed a new president. We inherited the worst border anywhere in the world, and we quickly turned it into the strongest border in the history of our country. In other words, in a few short months, we went from worst to best.
Okay, that was President Trump highlighting his dramatic success in shutting down the border. Joe Biden catastrophically opened it. Drugs brought in by ocean and sea now down 94%, not one border crossing in 7 months. Let's welcome back to the show Fox News contributor Joe Concha. Joe, we just showed, it's good to see you. We just showed former President Biden claiming he needed Congress to shut the border. When Trump did it in months, there were already federal laws on the books Biden didn't use to close it, like the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1952. What did you make of what you just heard?
I think that Donald Trump's exactly right. We didn't need one piece of legislation. We just needed a new president. Not 1 inch of border has been built. It will be next year when the big, beautiful bill goes into place. But all we needed was just rhetoric from a president saying, don't come here. If you come here, we will stop you. And if you get in, we will deport you. And boy, those words really carried a lot of weight. As the president said, in the last 7 months, we have not released one person into this country who has entered illegally. That is a remarkable feat when you consider that 12, 15 million people came in under Joe Biden and Kamala Harris in one of the worst national security disasters we have ever seen in the United States.
Yeah, Joe, so then what do you make of this? Nearly every Democrat voted against a bill to protect migrant children by stopping them from being placed with adult sponsors who may have criminal backgrounds. They have attacked and criticized things like family separation. Only 7 Democrats voted for this bill. Shouldn't it be bipartisan concern for children to be living under the roof of convicted criminals?
I would think that that would be a 100% sort of passing here, right? It's like voting against a cure for cancer. And this was a cancer in terms of poor children living with criminals and everything that happened at the border during Biden as far as sex trafficking, human trafficking, children coming across the border with these drug cartels, just using them. And it's just so sad when you think about some children as young as 2 years old being put in these positions. And now, thanks to Tom Homan, thanks to President Trump, many children have been saved as a result of this. But the mainstream media, as usual, will not give the president the credit he deserves on this because that's just the way they are.
Yeah, the shocking silence about that. And now the GAO just found major fraud in Biden's parole program. You know, Joe, it's where 774,000 illegal aliens from places like Venezuela and Cuba were let in if they had a sponsor, but they found thousands of fake Social Security numbers were being used, including for dead people. Let's get your reaction to this on the President Trump on the dangers of Biden's open borders. Watch.
Our border was open, and because of this, our country was being invaded by an army of 25 million people, many who came from prisons and jails, mental institutions, and insane asylums. They were drug dealers, gang members, and even 11,888 murderers, more than 50% of whom killed more than one person. This is what the Biden administration allowed to happen to our country, and it can never be allowed to happen again.
What do you make of that, Joe? Do you think that finally the narrative is getting reset that, yes, America should have strong borders, countries in Asia and Europe have strong borders, why not the U.S.? Do you think the narrative in the media is now changing that, yes, we need border security?
Oh, absolutely. And not just in the media, Liz, but also Democrats. We don't hear about how Trump's wall is medieval and racist anymore, right? Or even that it needs to be torn down and that we need to embrace everybody that wants to come into this country. They know politically that is a big loser. That's what cost them the 2024 election. Donald Trump has always been very consistent on this. And it's not just people coming into the country who are terrorists or from mental institutions, but those sapping social services in major cities, education, sanitation, police. Everybody is exhausted from this, especially the healthcare community. And now people are finally realizing that, oh, all right, all this open border, including all the fentanyl and cocaine that's come into this country, that's killed more people than the Vietnam War and Korean War and World War II combined since Joe Biden was president.
Something.
Enough is enough. This is narco-terrorism. We need to stop it.
Incredible analysis there from Joe Concha. Thank you so much, Joe. It's always